Hello, namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I will discuss about how does TCP SYN flood work. Cyber criminal, even they can use TCP SYN to perform an attack. To understand it, how it works, we need to understand what is TCP SYN and how it works first. So let's start today's session. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. Means when we are accessing the resources from the other side, which is for say a web server, before the transmission will happen, they will handshake, three-way handshake. Means they will confirm yes that connection exists between the source and destination. For example, this is the source and this is destination. So before the transmission will happen between both this server and client and server, they will send a sync message who will just start the initiation. That will take a random number, and in the field of TCP sync they will send a message to the server. Then server in the reply of that sync will send its own sync and acknowledgement, whatever the number he will send it here, plus 1 and send the acknowledgement. Other side, when the source will receive this number 2 message, then it will send yes, I received your acknowledgement, your sync, and now here is my acknowledgement. Similarly, whatever the sync sent by the server, it will just add into 1 and send to the server. So this is three-way handshake. Before transmission will happen, they will say hello, hi, how are you? So they are just confirming yes, other side is possible the communication. Okay. Now attacker can also use this three-way handshake to perform an. How that's possible? Let's see. For example, here is a web server, okay, and this web server is meant to reply the request when it is received the client. So here is an attacker. An attacker can send number of sync messages, synchronization, okay, and definitely the server will reply and will whatever how many requests it will receive, it will respond to the sync and acknowledge its own sync and plus acknowledge of it. Okay. And before the transmission will happen, then the server will just keep waiting and just then open those ports. Clear? So when during this time period, if a legitimate visitor, a legitimate client will send a request, their connection will not be established due to the connections which were waiting to be for the acknowledgement that existed. Okay, in this way this attacker can also use the three-way handshake sync message and will not represent the acknowledgement. This is a kind of attack. Okay, and with the help of certain tools I will show you in the lab environment. For example, there is a server which just said address is 192.168.1.1.59. in the Kali Linux, okay, there is a tool hping3, and with the help of this tool we can flood the sync message to the desired destination. Okay, and here just if you will see the few parameter I will explain here. So here it will send the 15,000 request, sync request to that particular destination, which is 192.168.1.159. okay, and it will just send the flood and with a random source. So it will just keep changing the source IP addresses and will flood that information, flood 15,000 requests on that particular server. Okay, and this is the data size number, and it's just window size is 64, and on the port number 80. Clear? So just if we will capture that traffic between the source and the destination, we would be able to see, yes, some kind of attack happened. Server will busy to respond to those request which is it is just receiving from different sources. If you can see here in the source section, random numbers from different sources. You can see here all the numbers are different, source are different. Okay, and here is you can see here on the port number 80, the messages are synchronized, sync messages it is receiving. Okay, and length is 120, window size is 64. Okay, and on the particular destination it is. So with the help of the HPing3, there can be a lot of tools to perform that task. I'm just here showing you one of them. So hacker even can use that particular tool to flood the sync request on a particular web server. So that can be attack on a web server, and it can damage a lot and a huge amount on a server, which is, for example, say in a stock market. Okay, and if that server is dealing in the business hour, if that particular server is just busy for even for 10 minutes, $1,000 of the dollars can be, business can be lost. Okay, so it's just depend upon what type of attack, how just big traffic they are sending on that particular server. Yeah, so follow me on the Cybersecurity Prism and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Share that session with your friends and group members as well, so that they will be able to understand what is a TCP SYN flood attack and how it works. And in the next session I will discuss about what are the known malware attacks. Namaste, see you in the next session.